Okay, so this is a quick review of the Earthway broadcast spreader. So if you don't wanna watch the whole thing, I'll make a quick review of this. Don't buy this one. It's an overpriced $100-something piece of garbage of a broadcast spreader. All right, so the long version. This is what I have prior to buying this piece of garbage right here. I have this one. So this has a number of problems of its own. Mainly, it's like you have a lock that allows you to keep this thing in place while you're doing a spreading. But other than that, it kind of does its job, and it doesn't really cost much. This one, on the other hand, costs like $130, and it has a number of issues. First being, it's a pain in the ass to assemble. It's difficult to assemble. The instructions that came with it barely gives you any real clues as to how to assemble it. And it just but like I could look over that if the product itself supposed to be, it works, but it doesn't. So one of the main problems is this mechanism right here. It's not really calibrated to whatever it needs to be, unlike this one, where you set it to some number and you know it would disperse the amount of seeds or whatever, right? So this doesn't do that. You have to calibrate or whatever in order to get those 3 holes to whatever it needs to be. And so basically, if it's a crapshoot. If you want to be able to spread the indicative amount of fertilizer or whatever you need to do on your lawn. And okay, so here's the biggest flaw. One of the biggest flaw, I think, is that if you're like using a Scott's, those crabgrass preventer, one of the things that's really annoying about it is that they clump. They clump on it's not loose. So they clump, you have to kind of break it with your hands or whatever in order for it to spread. But it's not much of a problem with this spreader, right? Because it comes with this thing, right? So it kind of helps agitate the fertilizer. So while it doesn't, while it's not foolproof, it helps in breaking up those sort of large pieces in order to come out of this chute and be able to spread. Okay, fine, right? Not the perfect thing, but at least it does. The design sort of lends itself to prevent that or alleviate that problem. This piece of garbage, on the other hand, doesn't have it. So if you have any of those big clumps stuck on one of those 3 holes, yeah, good luck. So basically, I'm disappointed. Me being disappointed on this thing is an understatement. So because usually I don't even make videos after I first use of it, but now I'm so upset with this thing that I'm compelled to make an impromptu review. So whoever is YouTubers who recommend this thing, I don't know, either they have never used it they haven't been using broadcast spreaders the way they claim to be, or they're just company shills. So again, don't buy this thing. It's a waste of money. if this is what made in America is supposed to be, my God, we are in deep trouble.